Malek Diouri is a lateral thinking architect and creative director who transforms challenges into opportunities, guiding clients with clarity, empathy, and bold imagination. With strong project management instincts and a proven record leading residential, commercial, education, and retail projects across the GCC and MENA, she drives design from concept to construction while aligning every detail with client vision and local standards. Alongside her design practice, Malek is a life and meditation coach and board member of the Return to Work Mom initiative, championing well-being, inclusion, and people development. Malek, thank you so much for joining us. What led you to create Salammbô?
I created Salammbô when I was in a phase of my life where I saw that my real professional environment and professional requirements didn't align anymore with my personal needs and my personal values. And also, I realized that I don't fit into boxes. I saw a lot of rigidity in the corporate life. Sometimes it's very rigid. You don't have this space of expressing yourself how you want, of doing the things the way you think it should be done on the spot. It is you are always hit by it is the way how it should be. So I created Salammbô to have my own vision, to have this space where I can not by obligation follow a linear light, where I can go left, go right, go down the roads, and even if the road doesn't exist, we can still build a new road. And this is the essence of Salammbô.
I love this. Where is this name coming from?
It is coming from Salammbô is a priest, is a Carthaginian priest. She's the sister of Hamilcar Barca, and at the same time, it's the place where I have my summer house, and it is very rich in architectural landscape, as it has historical buildings, it has new buildings, and it's a place where you can have peace, you can have the sea, and you can have the strength of character of the architecture. And I believe this matches, this aligns with who I am.
How has this entrepreneurial journey been so far? Because I understand you left something difficult, but I know also being an entrepreneur has also, of course, some challenges. And it's nice to have someone with very new company on board in the designer recruiter, so we can understand how is it to start and in this industry.
It was not difficult. I was expecting it to be difficult because it was how to say it, a very compulsive decision. And the day I was working before into corporate, and the day I decided, I said, no, I have to stop now. I have to stop it now. The same day I got my first client. It's a sign. It's a sign of the universe. When you think about something, when you feel something, and God sent it, and I knew that it was the right path to follow. So I had that first client, and since then it was like a snowball effect. Things unfolded. It's not always easy. When you are an entrepreneur, it doesn't go in a straight line. It goes up and down. But when you are going up and down, and you have been especially into corporate, you know how to manage it.
So everyone should start with corporate before starting their company, or?
Actually, I started my career the day I graduated. I opened my own studio. I was in Tunisia, and the day I had my degree, the day I was a national architect, I opened my own studio, and I worked for 2 years. Then I had to move to the GCC countries because I had to follow my ex-husband, and it is where I ended in the corporate. I enjoyed the corporate, and you learn a lot in the corporate. And if I compare my version of professional when I had my own business before being into corporate, and today, even if I keep on the side the age factor, the experience, not the technical experience, the emotional experience. Yes, I would advise anyone to go to have an experience into corporate, at least on the emotional level.
I love your journey, how you just jump into the opportunity for Salammbô, because I'm very much like this. I believe like a lot of people will prepare, make sure everything is perfect before starting. They'll create the perfect logo, the perfect website, the perfect everything, and then they delay and then they never start. For me, it's just start and then just see what will happen.
I created my logo, my business card, my email, my website in one night. Literally in one night. I had that call, and it was just an idea in my mind. And I had that call and I said, okay, I cannot give a quotation without a company name. What company name should I have? And I was talking to my cousin. She's also an architect. I was talking with her and I said, no, wait, I have an idea. I said, that house in that place, okay, I have the name. And I created everything. And which is also funnier is that I didn't have time to do everything. So I had my 2 kids. I told them, you like this technology things? Yeah. Come, help mama. Create the logo. Okay? And it was one night. It was workshop, family time workshop. We created the logo, the email, the website, everything. I didn't know how to create the email. They taught me how to do it. And it was overnight thing.
Oh my God, it's a beautiful story. And your kids are quite young. You have 3 of them.
I have 3, yeah. But the girl, she's not this much technical, but she knows how to prepare coffee and cookies. But the boys, they are very into these technologies. They are 10, and they are supportive.
I'm impressed. Now working on site as a woman, can you tell us a bit more about challenges and what are you seeing on a day-to-day?
It is a very critical situation because today in 2026 we think that there is equality, there is no difference between men and women, but actually no, it's wrong. When you are a woman on site, before starting work, you need to prove yourself, not on the technical side, but you need to prove yourself on the confidence side. And I personally, I don't know if I'm doing it the right way or not. Maybe I'm doing it the wrong way so far. But I have been always tagged with being a very tough person on site, and maybe it comes from the fact that I had to wear that jacket, to wear that mask, to be able to manage certain situations. And it goes case by case. When you are dealing with people who have the cultural background that either a woman or a man or an alien is here to do the job, you just need the job to be done. But when you hit the cultural facts, when you hit the small jokes, you need to set the ground. And I believe that there is still a lot of work to be done on in this direction. Women, they don't need special treatment. They need an equal ground. And we need to know that if you are on site as a woman, go there as a technical robot, but keep in your pocket your emotional intelligence power. You will need it. At a certain point, you will need it. And if you can manage to have a mix between these two, you are able to lead the site. Otherwise, some people on site, they can drag you in a very wrong situation. You can lose the control of the site with one mistake, and you can win the control on the site with one solution you bring. You need to know how to engage people. If you are too firm, if you are too accepting things, then things can slip.
So it really depends on the people. So you have to adapt very much. That's where the emotional intelligence is important.
Yes, it depends on the people, yeah.
So do you have any practical example of things happen on site and you had to react or you had to set the tone in a certain way to be respected?
I have a lot.
Share with us, Malek.
I have a lot. For example, there is something.
We don't need name, don't worry. You don't need to name and shame here, but you can tell us the story.
I mean, I had situations where people called me saying, my team, they are afraid of you on the side. I said, no, I'm not scaring them. I'm just asking them. I just need them to relate to facts, and just need them to stick to the schedule, and all will be good. And I had other situations, I told you, when you face these bad jokes as a woman, because we are especially on site, you can find a designer who are women, you can find a project management woman, but you don't find labor women. And here
in this country, I guess, not
only this country. Even I've worked in Europe, I've worked in Africa. Most sites, most labor are males, but you face the jokes, and sometimes it's the very bad jokes. So you have two scenarios. You have one situation where you have to ignore it as if you never heard it. And you have the other situation where you have to say, you know that I know. Now you have to think if you choose to go down that path or you want to take a step back. And here comes the scary part. So this is why I'm telling you the emotional intelligence is very important. You need to be able to read people, to read their mindset. You're not there to scare them. You are not there to put them in difficult situation, but also you are there to be firm. If you are firm, if you are only relating to facts, and if you are also empathic, things will go well. But you still have situation where you say, okay, you cannot shake a fist. You have situation where people, they don't have this much awareness to say, no, I'm going on in the wrong path. I have to step back. And then in this situation, you have to be really sharp, and you have to be, okay, this person, I don't need it here. I don't need him here. Or this person will not come to the site anymore. Whatever this might cost you, for me, I will take this decision. I don't want him here. He needs to go out. In corporate, to be able to do this, you need to have the support of your management. And this is the challenge. When I'm doing it in Salammbô, I don't need I am my own support. So, and I know that if I'm keeping this person there, it is the full project that I'm compromising. So better to get rid of the person who is not aligning to the ethics.
I think that's such an important conversation, and we had it also in the Return to Work one recently in the Protecting Women. And looking at myself, like you know me, I'm a bit of a yes person, and I struggle to tell my truth if something happened, and especially when I was young. So I think it's amazing what you said, but some young women, they will go on site, they'll get the bad joke, and they will be completely paralyzed. Like they can't, like they just can't speak up.
Yeah. I have the chance to come from a country where we can read these behaviors. Why? Because when you are trying to drag me into a bad joke, or when you are trying to drag me into a certain direction, either because I am a woman, or because I'm wearing the hijab, or I am from a different conviction, or because you are just bored and you want to cheer your friends, I will have the capacity to let you know that I'm understanding you, and I'm telling you, as I said, you want to go in that path, I can follow you in that path. You will be only losing. But still, I will give you the chance to step back. I will play it stupid, maybe. I will give you the chance to step back, to save this face. And but you know that I know.
That's brilliant. I need to learn from you. You need to be my mentor. So you are also a meditation coach. I think that's brilliant. How did that help you, and how can you help also other people in this industry?
Being a meditation coach was a real pivot in my career. Actually, I started the coaching and the meditation journey during Corona time. And how it helped me that, in this industry, things go very fast. It's driven by stress. It's driven by the time. It's driven by cost. There is a lot of stress factors. And I taught myself that between this stress and between the solution, there is a space. And this space, it is my calm space, how to say it, is my calm place. And to be able to reach the solution, I need to be in that space. So sometimes when I'm having a difficult meeting or anything, especially when I was working in an office with our other friends, or I don't call them friends, they are colleagues, you can see me stepping back. In the meeting itself, I can put my mic on mute. I will cross my legs. I will take my rosary, and then I open. And I'm talking to you not from this part of my mind. I'm talking to you from that part of my mind. So, and when I'm talking to you from that part of my mind, I am only focusing on finding a solution. You can be a good person, you can be a bad person, you can be someone who doesn't want to get the solution, you can be someone who doesn't see the solution. We don't care. We want a solution. I can be very angry. I can be very frustrated, but I know that these emotions, they do not serve me at that moment. And I need to speak from that calm place, from that place where there is no noise. And this is how meditation really, really helped me. Because, meditation, people, they always confused with, I have to sit, I have to, having a mantra. No. I can be here with you having this podcast, and I meditate.
How?
It's just
being present.
Being present. There is noise. For example, we are having this podcast in my. I can see the fireplace here. For me, it can be a noise, and I choose to focus on the squares on your jacket, and this helps me to focus. And this can be a sort of meditation. Meditation, you don't need to be in a retreat in some beautiful place in India or on the beach. No, meditation is to be present and to know that now I am discussing this subject. Now I am in this situation. I'm in point A. I want to go to point Z, but to go there, I need to go from C, maybe not B, but maybe I will jump to Q. And I know my path, and I'm following it. I'm not listening to the noise. I'm not letting anything interrupt me or anything come to bring me or disturb me in another direction. So even if you are not you, even if someone is trying to bring me out of this path, I know that this is my path, and I'm bringing myself back. I acknowledge what you are saying, but I need to be here now. I acknowledge what you are saying, but I need to be here now. And this is how you get this through practice. Other thing, not only meditation, it is that something that coaching taught me. You can think I'm very weird, huh? I am. I consider my emotions as members of my family. And
now I think you will. No judgment.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Because when I'm keeping them inside, I cannot manage them. Really, I cannot manage them it's not possible. So I consider them as a member of my family. And I'm passionate with my kids. I'm passionate with my parents. I'm passionate with my cousins, with my friends. I should be passionate from my emotions. And sometimes when imagine yourself, you are writing an email, and you have your daughter wanting to go out. You have your son, he wants to eat. You tell them, okay, wait, I need to finish this, and I will take care of you. I will take care of you. They know that you will take care of them. They will wait. I do the same with emotions. And I give them also the freedom to have their own kids. The emotions, not my kids. So when they are having kids, it helps me. Why? Because sometimes you have a feeling. I'm anxious. This is anxiety. Okay, but this anxiety comes from where? When you let them speak themselves, when you let them express themselves, when you let them have, I call them their own kids, you know that this emotion is coming from that emotion which was triggered by that thing, and I need to find a solution for it. So next time, when you have this small little kid of the emotion rising, you don't need to go through the full anxiety. No, you just need to treat this one. And it gives you a shortcut. Instead of doing the full process of going to the anxiety and breaking it down. No, you know that it is this small thing. Okay, treat it and continue. The same way as I told you, if I am in a challenging situation, if I am in a situation where I need action, I should not ignore my emotions, but at the same time, I cannot deal with it now. So I'm telling her, wait, I will take care of you, but not now. Give me space now. Let me do my business. Let me bring money so I can take care of you and me or the kids. Then we will process it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So what kind of client can you help? Maybe some people are listening, they can reach out to you to help deal with their emotion. Because you are a coach as well, right?
Yes. I can help people who want to be helped. I can help people who know that there is maybe a problem. I can help people who know that they are on the right path, but they cannot find in which situation, in which direction they need to head in that path, because a path is not always a linear line. There is a path, I want to go here, but from where should I start? Which approach? And this is where the journey of the coaching comes. I'm not a coach who supports the idea of you are a lion. Now, many coaches, they are focusing on you are strong, know your strength, you are amazing. Sometimes when someone is not strong, he's not amazing, he needs to know that he is not strong and he's not amazing and that he has a problem. Let's work on the weaknesses, because how much strong you can be, if you don't work on the weaknesses, it will be your impediment and it will stand into your it will stand between you and what you want to become, or between you and what you want to achieve. So I prefer working on weaknesses, not on strength. When you deal with the weaknesses, then we will be working on strength. It will be much easier.
I'm a big believer in coaching. I always have a coach all my life. My problem is I would understand everything that they taught me, and I will be like, oh my God, my life changed so much, and now I can manage my emotion and up. And then I forget to practice. And then slowly just go back to the, working, not dealing with your emotion, going back to back, stress, social media. And I think this is most people, this is our problem. It's like, if you don't practice, then I feel I forget it all, like it's like the gym.
You are saying it. It is you need to practice. When you are doing coaching, you don't need to practice. It is, you are working on your subconscious mind. And when you work on this piece of your mind, you don't need to practice. You just need to have it as a new settings. And when you have these new settings, it comes naturally. It will be the way you are dealing in your life. I wasn't a calm person. I've never been a calm person. I'm a person on fire. I react. I react. I shout. But I worked on myself in a way that I understood that these beliefs, they do not serve me anymore. And these reactions, they do not serve me anymore. This attitude, it is not helping me. It's doing the contrary effect. And I didn't need to practice. I needed to understand. And I needed to feel it. And one of the practices, maybe it is a bit masochist, I did the experience of putting myself into situations. The situations I don't want to leave, but I was there by choice. Like for example, I don't want to. I hate being in the kids how you call it, this kids awards at the end of the year. I use it every year. sorry. Every year, when my kids were having their the end of the year award of the kindergarten, I used to focus, to be very able, to be very concentrated, to plan the travel in that same period. It should not be the same day. It should be 3 days before and 3 days after. So I'm sure I'm escaping it because I hated it. I hate it until today. But then I said, okay, these are my kids. These events, they are important for them. 2 hours from my life will not cost me a lot, but it will create a good memory for them. And I started one time. I said, okay, I will force myself to be there. I was very judgmental, even on my kids. I mean, what is this thing, this dance? It's stupid. I said, no, you have to go. You have not to be. It was, for me, it was like being at the dentist without anesthesia. Yeah. And I was feeling it. It was very heavy. And I said, okay, I didn't like this experience. But I have 3 kids. And the award is today one, following day and following day. So following day, I said, okay, I'm not going. But I said, no, you have to go. And I went. It was less challenging. The 3rd day when I went, I really appreciated it. Not because the content was better. No, it was the same thing. But for these experiences, which was something very, it might be very ridiculous for anyone who is listening, but for me, it's something very heavy to be in a place. Actually, I don't like the noise. I don't like to be in a place where there is a lot of noise, where I cannot exchange with people, where I am sitting on a chair, I cannot move, and where the light is, I am in a dark place, there is another place where there is... And I said, I also don't like being in theaters. I also don't like to be in any, I don't know, the comedy show and everything. But I like to be in cinema. My problem was not the kids' activities or the kids' award. It was the space, it was the conditions, it was this kind of thing. So when I challenged myself, when I put myself into this this very difficult situation, I understood that my problem was not there. It was somewhere else. And since then, I attend all their awards. And but I do it my way. I have my earplugs, so I cannot hear them. And I try to focus, to stay in the place where there is a light. I don't stay in the dark. The kids are happy. And I am happy that it's not only a memory for them. It's also a moment of my motherhood that I'm living there. And I'm saying, oh my God, how many moments like this I have missed. I used to send my mother, I used to send their father, I used to send my sister. And then I said, how many moments did I miss? Because I didn't understand what was my own problem. That's it.
Yeah, it's a shift in beliefs.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of us, I'm very overwhelmed also at kids' events. Same, the light. You have to just change your belief around it and make it work. You are also a board member of the Return to Work Mom initiative. That's so great to have you. Can you share a bit more about it and why is it important to you?
Actually, the Return to Work Mom was my 2025 blessing. I remember how it started. It started with your post, one post of you saying that you are thinking about this, and I contacted you to have to dig into it more. And it came in the same time where I was facing huge challenges on my professional life, and it made me reflect on my pregnancy, on my first pregnancy, on the first days where I was working with having kids. And I believe that the industry is not taking advantages from this potential. They think that mother, with the gap they are having, they are a liability. They got it wrong. A new mother is the best project manager you can have. It is a woman. She was having the beautiful life, and then she had this little creature, plus all her duties, and she's still managing it. So, life can be waterfall project management. It can be agile project management. It can be iterative. It can be incremental, and this is when you are having a new mother into the industry, into your company, you are having a new force, you are having a new vision, it's like you are injecting a new blood with someone who already knows your policies, who already knows your procedures, who already knows the team. She is bringing a full new experience. And unfortunately, people see this gap in the CV as a weakness. It's not a weakness. There is a lot of potential out there. There is a lot of amazing ladies out there who, if they have been given a chance, they will make a difference. And the problem also is that with these beliefs in the industry, the mothers themselves, they underestimate their power. They underestimate their skills, and they say, "I've been far. I don't know how to do it anymore."
Yeah, I heard I'm not an architect anymore. I'm just a mom.
Yeah, I'm just a mom, and
just
a mom. And if the workplace was designed to welcome this, it's bottled power, bottled potential, they will grow twice than what they are doing when having this mother on the side. There is another thing also, which is I'm talking from experience. When I had my twins, I was waiting. My weight was how much? Was 45. I moved from 45 to 99, and I was, I'm short. So, and I was working with a stick, and I always remember this man, my late boss, Allah yarhamah. He came to the office, he saw me, and how I saw him, how he was standing straight, and then he saw me and said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I'm working." He said, "You want me to go to hell?" I said, "Why do I want you to go to hell?" He said, "You are in this condition, you are pregnant with twins, and you are staying until 6. I told him, "I have a project to finish." At that time, I was head of department of a big company I was expatriate from Abu Dhabi to Morocco. I said, "No, I have a job to finish." He said, "Where are you giving birth? Here, in Morocco, or in Portugal or Tunisia?" I said, "In Tunisia." He said, "You go now home, you pack your stuff, you go to Tunisia." I said, "No, I still have work." He said, "Go to Tunisia and then we will discuss it." I was freaking out. I was thinking, what will happen? He told me, "Choose someone you trust, get him on site, make sure he is familiar with the projects, let him coordinate with you daily, and manage your job from the place where you feel relaxed, where you feel safe, where you feel in a good environment." I told him, "Okay, give me at least 1 month." I was still in my 4th month of pregnancy. I told him, "Give me 1 month. I need at least 1 month to set this properly." In that month, I prepared everything. And I was on maternity. It was not maternity leave, it was pregnancy leave. I was from my 5th month until my delivery. I was staying in my home in Tunisia, having someone work a substitute, and I was managing whatever he was doing. From where I was having my full salary, my full benefits, and when I was going inside the delivery room, my boss was calling me, "I need the detail of this." I said, I'm delivering. He said, yeah, but give me this detail. I said, "Okay, you did it the right way during all this period." He said, "Give me this detail, that's it." And I was giving him the detail. I said, "They are taking the phone." He said, "Okay, but do not forget to send me the picture when it's done." Okay, I said, "Which picture you want me to send you?" Yeah, and I got my kids. 45 days, I got the call, "You have to fly now to Morocco." I only had 45 days maternity leave. So I had to go back to Morocco with my 2 newborn. And I had the support of my family, my father, my mother, they all flew with me. But I was breastfeeding. So I was having my kids with me. My office was in a villa. They prepared the villa to have my kids in the office with me. So I was working. My job was going very well. And I had the kids there with the beds, with everything. And sometimes I needed to go to meet the clients. You can easily find me having the kids and telling the clients, hold this guy for me, let me check this.
And in Morocco, they were open to that, to you coming to meetings?
It was a Emirati community, but in Morocco.
That's nice.
They are very nice. You can find me, I mean, it's very VIP people. You can find me telling them, hold this guy for me. I'm doing it. I was doing it. And things were going very well. The job was being done in a very good manner. The project was amazing. I was happy. Everybody was happy. What was the cost they had? They had just to hire someone for a certain period of time and have the same person, the same head of department managing the job, the work, the files, the folders. She knows. If you compare the cost they have invested to the cost they would have been investing if they have brought someone else, it will be incomparable. I remember in our talk for Return to Work, we had Dragana from Blue House, and she mentioned something amazing where her own office was, rearranged into a room for a kid.
Yeah, in nursery. They have a nursery.
Because she had someone in who she believed she was believing in the skills of this lady. She knows how to do what had to be done, and she did it. And whatever cost it will how to say it.
Yeah, it will be less expensive than replacing someone or losing someone valuable.
It's a loss.
So you have to always adapt. I agree with you.
Yeah,
it's way better to accommodate.
So for me, Return to Work Mom. Actually, we started with Return to Work Mom, right? But we have more than moms coming to us. We have mothers. We have ladies who had the career gap, not only because of the motherhood. They are not even married, but they had to support a family member for a health issue. We had also some men coming to us, right? And through Return to Work Mom, we discovered a panoply of people with huge potential that the market is choosing not to see.
Yeah.
Because the market is choosing the easy way. When you are doing a building, when you are doing a villa, when you are doing a washroom, you still need to go and to choose your material. You still need to iterate. Recruitment should be the same way. You should. I mean, for the interviews, I sometimes, when I was having interviews, being interviewed, it happened to me to go into an interview, and I needed in 2022. I needed the job, and I was going into the interview. In the middle of the interview, I'm saying, "I'm sorry, I'm losing your time. You are losing mine. I'm not here. It's not a place for me." Because you see that they have this much task they want you to work on, and you will be doing this, and they need this profile. Even if it's not your profile, they will send you from here, they will sharpen you from here, and they will try to. No, it should not be like that. It should not be linear, this much linear. It should not be this much rigid. And it is where the Return to Work initiative is coming. And this is why it is very important for me. And as I told you, it came at a very important phase of my life. It came exactly few months after I got my diagnosis of MS. And I saw that this, this myth of the family, this myth of the stability, of the security being in you. You have secured a job. You are there. It's just, I will say it in French, c'est de la poudre aux yeux. It's something that they want you to believe. Our actual world wants us to believe it's not that. I made a note to help anyone who is coming to me, because I come from a place of experience. I come from a place where I have been in this situation. And I made the oath to whoever will come to me. If I cannot help him myself, I will push him towards someone who will be able to help him. That's why you find me sometimes, go to her. I'm not the right person. She is your target, not me. Go to her.
Yeah, I think people come and really are in need for help, inspiration, understanding. Because I think that's the problem of corporate anyway. We can't, you said they put you into boxes, but the problem is, I think the more you grow the company and then you don't have choice, you need system, you need those boxes. So unless you have you keep your startup mindset and you grow your company but into small startups, it will work. But I think any corporate, they kind of have no choice.
The department I was telling you about in Morocco, it was 300, plus or minus 300 people. The company is very huge. They have policies. They have procedures. The company is working until today. But they know how to tailor it. There are companies who know how to tailor. They know where the power lays and they know what to do because we see the target. And we know that these people working with us, they are our people. Without them, there will not be any company. Yes, ethics should be strictly followed. Policies can be revised, but we need to keep the core of it. Processes can be changed.
What advice would you give to women who want to work on site, but they fear they have the lack of support? Because you did mention you have the support system. I understand your situation is not easy. You're a single mom of 3 kids. You are battling health issue as well.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who just feel lack of support and just, I'm not going to do it?
Don't do it if you don't feel ready. But if you had the idea of doing it, if it came to your imagination, it means that you can do it. I mean, someone who will come to me and say, I don't know what to do, I can help him, for example, finding plus or minus a set of things he can do. But someone who is coming to me and say, I want to do the site and I cannot do the site, I said, no. If the site is in your mind, if it's reached in your imagination, it means that you can do it. If I had one piece of advice to give, it is make sure that you only go in a place where you have at least the power of, not the power as a support, no, the power as a skill set that you will not be diminished, and choose silence in your first site visit, in your second site visit. Be silent, because maybe you will do a mistake that will demolish all your experience during the site life cycle. Be silent. Go and notice. Try to read people. This is the piece of advice I will give to someone who is lacking confidence. For someone who doesn't know what to do but has confidence, just go. Go, do whatever you think it's right. Just don't give directives. Don't advise them to do whatever, but go. If you have the confidence to do it, just go and do it. Don't give directives. Don't put yourself into a situation where you will be compromising a full project because it is people money, if it is someone's dream, because it is a liability for other persons, because a full company with many families are relying on this. But if you lack confidence, go, but stay silent.
Great advice. Now let's shake things around. We're going to go on to some quick fire questions. So short and snappy, whatever comes to mind. One boundary every working mother should protect.
Self-respect. It's the most important boundary, self-respect, because under self-respect falls the time respect, falls the needs of a mother. It is self-respect. Take self-respect and break it down into little kids.
What keeps you grounded on difficult days?
Knowing that nothing lasts forever. Struggle do not last forever, and triumphs do not last forever. So everything is temporary.
I got this advice one day and I loved it. Someone, I was completely panicking about my son rejecting school, and they just said, put everything into perspective. Yeah, I think at 15 years old he will be like, and then everything disappear. If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
You have been gifted with a high intuition. Trust it. Because in many situations, I was having the intuition. I was saying, no, don't be so much self-confident. Maybe you are wrong. No, trust it. And don't shrink. Bend when situations are tough. Don't break yourself. Don't shrink. And trust your intuition.
Your favorite way to recharge outside of work?
Silence. Water. Somewhere with water. And retreat prayer.
Biggest career risk that paid off?
Salammbô. Yeah, Salammbô.
One skill every designer must master beyond design?
Emotional intelligence, to know and to listen to what the client is not saying. Listening to what the client is not saying. Because your success lays there.
I think lots of people know how to talk and sell, but not to listen.
No, especially, I'm saying,
not saying
they are not saying it, so you need to, because they will think they said it, or they don't know how to express it, or maybe they don't know that they want it, or maybe they are testing you, or maybe they are assuming that you already know it. So many things are hidden in that corner.
Like read between the lines. Most inspiring lesson you've learned from your team?
I'm sorting out the lessons because I learned a lot of lessons.
From your team or from anyone else? Can be from your parent, can be from...
I had a lot of teams, but yeah, I had a lot of teams. The most important lesson is that be their equal, but let them always feel that they are under your coat. Because if they feel that you got their back, they will give you from their hearts. You will find people who are ungrateful, for sure. I'm not saying that it is all happy bisounours land. Yeah, Teletubbies, no. But be their equal, work with them, but let them feel that they are under your coat, you got their back.
Favorite project moment that made all the hard work worth it?
I will not say the handover, no. It is when you have a big struggle and you found a solution that is really completely out of the box. It's something, when people are looking for complexity and stupidly you find a very, very easy solution and then you have this laughter.
That's it for the quick fire question. Before we close, is there anything we didn't discuss today and you would like to share? Our audience is mostly job seeker or people looking more into career designer side. So anything you would like to tell them that you think is important?
The only boundaries that exist are the boundaries you are building. The only limitations that exist are the limitations you are creating. I talk about myself. As you said, I'm a single mother of 3 kids, expatriate. I don't have a family here, and I'm a person of determination, and I have an illness that will be living with me. In an older version of me, I will be back to my country, sitting on my couch and waiting for people to serve me and to help me. But when you elevate your awareness, when you elevate your threshold of dreams. If there is no road, build the road. If it comes to your imagination, it's possible. If you want to do it, there is always a way to do it. Maybe you are looking in the wrong direction, or maybe you are not in the right community. Maybe you are not in the right circle. Do not be afraid of reaching out to people. Everyone in a moment of their lives needed someone. No one can make it by himself. Everyone needs help. Seek help. Don't be stressed. Don't be embarrassed. The chances to have a yes are equal to the chances to have a no. So try it. Living with living with the mistakes is better than living with regrets, because nothing is eternal. And regretting not having done something living with the what if is much harder than living with a fail. For example, if I go on a project and I said, okay, I started X project, I started my coaching project, I invested in my certifications, and for example, let's say, God forbid, it didn't work. The money I lost in 2019, today I don't even remember. I will not be even remembering how much I invested, but I learned so much. If I haven't done that, I will say today, what if there was Corona? No one was doing it. I had the time to do it. If only I did it. So make sure you are not living with the what if.
You are such an inspiration. Thank you, Malek, for being with us today. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.